On this training video, we will show a guided tour on how to perform internet access speed tests using Ookla servers to validate internet service speeds with VXPX90, the PON service installation meter. Ookla's speed test has become a ubiquitous tool used by service providers, subscribers and consumers to validate the internet access speeds and get an idea of the expected quality of experience. However, be aware that if you are currently using free software-based apps or web pages, their performance may vary, depending on the smartphone, tablet, computer, or device used to run the test. For that reason, on this session we will focus on the use of an application-specific test set, which provides more reliable results. Here is a simplified diagram of a high-speed internet services network, using a PON optical distribution network architecture. The PX90 speed test feature can operate in auto mode, in which Ookla's algorithm selects the closest speed test server, using certain parameters, such as latency. Automatic server selection is a commonly used mode. It can also be configured to manual server selection mode, allowing users to choose from a list of vetted Ookla servers. The list of available servers will vary depending on location. Manual mode can also be used to check speeds against specific content providers' servers, if they are available for testing. Now, let's start by configuring the PX90 test set to match the port, link or service under test. Quickly press and release the power button to turn the test set on. The main menu will be displayed. First, if you share the test set with other field technicians, let's make sure it is using your personal profile. Tap on the owner button and verify that the correct user profile information is being used. In this case, both the company and user information will be added to the test report's headers. Then, go back to the main menu. At the bottom of the screen, you can see that the PX90 offers PON optical power measurements, as well as internet access speed tests using either the RJ45 Ethernet test port or Wi-Fi 6E. The speed test procedure is similar for both. Make sure you select the appropriate interface for the link under test. A direct wired connection to the modem, gateway or router is recommended for more reliable results. However, for this demonstration we will select the Wi-Fi connection. The test set performs an access point scan and displays the ones available, along with their SSID, signal levels, frequency bands, and the 802.11 standards supported. Get closer to the target Wi-Fi access point, and select the one with the band supporting faster data rates or speed, such as Wi-Fi 6E, at 5 or 6 GHz, or 802.11ax, or select lower frequency band for longer range. The access point page displays basic information and status for the selected access point. Tap on the Join this network button. Enter the password. Press the return key. Then tap on the Join button to establish a wireless connection. On a successful connection, the user interface automatically jumps to the speed test page. Swipe up from the bottom of the screen to reveal the test applications menu and select Config to configure the test. Make sure the test mode field is set to Ookla, then go back to the configuration page. Then, tap on the host field and choose the automatic server selection mode. The official speed test logo will be displayed on the test page. If you are required to test against specific servers, tap on the Ookla icon to open the test configuration page. Set the server selection mode to manual. Then go back to the configuration page. Select the host field. The test set will display a list of vetted servers available in your area. Select the appropriate server, and then, tap on Back to return to the configuration page. Tap on Back again, to return to the speed test page. If configured correctly, the Go button will be green, and the status bar on the top of the page will show green access point and IPv4 statuses, and the assigned IP address will be displayed on the right, and at the bottom left. Tap on the Go button to start the test. First, the download or downstream direction is tested, displaying the latency, maximum speed recorded, along with a histogram highlighting any significant variations over time. Then, the upload or upstream direction gets tested, displaying latency, maximum speed recorded and the histogram. Once finished, the test set displays Done. Swipe to the left to show the test results details. Swipe up and down to navigate the detailed test results page. Swipe up from the bottom, and tap on Save, to store the current test results. Give a meaningful name to the test report. This will help identify each test record later on. Users can add extra job information to the records, like job ID, node ID, and account, customer or location. They should match the job order. In this example, we will enable the NoApp QR code generation, so you can easily transfer a copy of the test report to a smartphone, tablet, or laptop. The report data is also loaded into the built-in NFC tag. Tap on the OK button to save the test results. Once the test results are saved in the internal storage, a NoApp QR code is displayed. Use the mobile device's camera QR scanner function to transfer the test report. You may pause this video to scan the sample QR displayed on the screen. Or you can bring a modern smartphone close to the test set's NFC tag logo to retrieve the test report. Either way, the detailed test results are transferred immediately. No app installation, special settings, or registration are required. Then, you can add any extra information, like geolocation, comments, picture or file, add to a project, generate PDF reports, share via email or text, and upload to the cloud. It is that simple. You may now go back to the speed test page to continue testing. To access the test report stored on the test set, swipe down from the top to open the main menu. Tap on the Files button to display all the test records saved. You may swipe left on the desired test record to rename it, get some basic information, lock the file, transfer the file, display the NoApp QR code, or delete the entry. You may also use the long press to get more multi-file options. Tap on the desired file to open a specific test report and view the results. Swipe up and down to scroll through the test report. When finished, tap on Back to return. We hope you found this quick how-to guide video helpful. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions or need more information. Thank you for your attention and interest in VX Test and Measurement Solutions. Please consider subscribing to our LinkedIn and YouTube channels to get notified about new features, quick guide videos, technology briefs, and training contents.